So I ran into this portion where sometimes my Surface Book in Photoshop there would be a weird jitter, and it just like I've kind of fixed it and it hasn't shown up. But usually I would get weird jiggle lines from latency, right? In the past, there were certain things that you could do to fix that, and but it every now and then that issue where the pen jitter happens again, but seems to, even when I tried to go back to the settings, it seemed to correct it anyways. But I'll show you some of the settings that I did to fix that. So you need to go to your control panel, right click, and then you should see the Nvidia control panel. My desktop's a mess, so I'm not going to show it because I'm a little bit embarrassed. But you get the Nvidia control panel. You want to pull up on your program settings Photoshop, and then over here you see Photoshop.exe, or if you need to add, right, and you should see there's global settings, integrated, or high performance. I have mine set to high performance. That, even though I had it was like on set for that, it still was giving me some jitters, right? Make sure your power's plugged in, because if you're plugged in, Photoshop is like eats up a lot of processing power, so it drains your battery. And Photoshop, the Surface Book always wants to go in power saving mode, right? It doesn't want to eat up your battery so much. This is now my primary computer for teaching and work that I do, so I always leave mine plugged in, right? And I'll find that the performance is more even, and it doesn't drop as badly. Leave it plugged in. So now after that, a high performance Nvidia processor, and also in right here in this setting where it's I think low latency. I'm gonna put this on ultra, and I'm gonna hit apply, right? And then and that seemed to have fixed my settings in Photoshop, so that I probably also maybe reset the computer just in case to let the performance work. But a lot of this really smoothed out my settings. I don't know what happened, but and it was doing that. And make sure if you go edit preferences in Photoshop, I probably put performance and also put use graphic settings. I'll crank mine up a little bit higher. I usually put 75. Right? And make sure you use your graphics performance on there. You should smooth things a lot more. Right? Usually smoothing, you can get smoothing on, but I'm not sure why it's grayed out. That's something interesting. That didn't happen before, but I don't think I really need to use it because it's coming out really smooth. Doesn't matter how fast or how slow. This is just the setting I just figured out today with the low latency. I used to put high performance on there, but the latency or the jitter seems to have disappeared ever since I put low latency on ultra, and it doesn't matter how fast, it's very responsive now. I wish if I can do an update, maybe I'll do another update with my hand, but there is no latency, and there it is coming out smooth, and the lines are coming out really nice. Doesn't matter how much I've doodled with it. And I've been sitting around doing this for the last like 10-15 minutes, and it seems to be doing the trick. And, so I hope, I don't know why Nvidia or Surface doesn't have these settings, or they don't mention this. It's just because, I got kind of sick of checking out, so I started playing around with the values, and hopefully anybody else who's also running this problem hopefully will have this fixed out. And maybe I just want to share this just to help anybody else who's also having those same pains in Photoshop and Surface Book users. I know that with Surface Pro, it seems to work right out of the box. Surface Book for some reason the settings aren't set up the same way as the Surface Pro, and without these settings, I wouldn't have even known that these latency problems were, or those jaggy lines were also giving me problems. So anyways, hope this helps anybody else who's a Surface Book user. If it worked, let me know. And hopefully if I see anything else or any other issues, I'll probably post them up. But no, I really like my Surface Book. Never had any issues with it. Generally, it's been pretty smooth sailing since I've had my Surface Book 3. And hopefully, if anybody else has any like performance settings that are helpful, please let me know too. Hopefully we can get that community going to help support each other on using this, because there's not a lot of people. There's only a few people I know who use the Surface as an artist tool. It's mostly other people who use the book, but not too many artists I know have used the book as our artist tool. So if you hear an artist tool, let me know. We can share stuff, and hopefully, Microsoft will help support artists if we make a big community effort and talk about or help Microsoft help us artists make the platform better. Because I like this. I like the tools that they're doing. They're not as vocal to us artists. So hopefully if we keep pushing or talking to them, this will help Microsoft improve the platform and make it just all around more artist and friendly experience for other people as well. Okay. Thanks for coming by. Say hi and hit the like button.